Russian Phenakite, Madagascar Phenakite, Nigerian Phenakite, Brazilian Phenakite, Burmese Phenakite. Welcome back to yet another Vibes and Frequencies video. My name is Nathan, and if you happen to be new to my channel here, by chance, I make videos about crystals and crystal energy because they have seriously transformed my life. Today I'm super excited because the video is about Phenakite. So I'll go ahead and give you a glimpse here. These are some Phenokites I've got laid out for you guys. And the specific topic of the video is, what is the difference in energy between Phenakite from different locations? We're talking Burmese, we're talking Russian, we're talking Brazilian, we're talking etched, okay? We are going to Madagascar with Phenakite, okay? Boom, Madagascar Phenakite. So I've got quite a bit here to discuss with you guys. All Phenakite is essentially, this is just the way I'm going to explain it, okay? It is essentially going to the same destination in terms of the vibration that we are shifting ourselves to and experiencing with and through the Phenakite energy. So all destinations are the same. It's like starting at the beginning of a trailhead, and there are multiple trails all leading to the same place at the top of the mountain, but they all maybe have different kinds of scenery, maybe a different kind of energy that they provoke, if this makes sense. So same destination in terms of vibration, maybe just a different path. Burmese Phenakite. So this is not showing you very well, but here we go. So this is Burmese Phenakite, and they are actually etched. Burmese etched Phenakite in specific, to me, has an energy about it that is more so channeling into the side of cellular kind of regeneration. And I'm talking about spiritual cells, if that makes sense. I know that sounds kind of weird, but there is this experience that we have with Phenakite where it kind of stimulates a certain kind of tingly, almost like ants crawling in your skin kind of sensation. I know that that doesn't sound pleasant. I promise that it is. It feels like the Phenakite, and it is doing this, is going into our cells and reprogramming them. It's almost as if it is shifting us to a new dimension where it's kind of taking our cells with us. So I feel the sense of serious physical healing taking place when I'm working with my etched Phenakite. And it really is, out of all the Phenokites, the one that has this kind of strange stimulation type effect to it. Now, I actually have my entire headband here lined with a whole bunch of etched Phenakite right now as well. And the reason that I have this is because I can feel constantly, again, the sensation of like ants and cellular healing happening. It's, to me, activating my third eye constantly and keeping that process happening, keeping it open and keeping my third eye firing on all cylinders. So that's what I really use my etched Burmese Phenakite for. So take a little overview here. Let's go ahead and pick the next one. I will show you my biggest piece of Phenakite, which is probably what you guys have seen me waving around in my videos all the time. This is Brazilian Phenakite. Brazilian Phenakite, to me, is this sensation of beauty. To me, this is the path that leads to the top of the mountain where you're walking really quite slowly. There's no rush. And because there's no rush, it's almost like you get there quicker. Like, it's like teleporting. This Brazilian Phenakite tends to dissolve my linear concept of time, and I find myself waking up in a moment really not knowing how much time has gone by or what's happening, but I feel very blissful and I feel very awake in the moment. So it's the one where you're gonna stop and you're gonna be smelling, there's no flowers here, so just pretend with me. You're smelling all the flowers on the way to the top of the mountain. You're feeling very beautiful. There's like this kind of fluid euphoria flowing through my body. If you have worked with Brazilian Phenakite, I would actually really strongly appreciate if you put below what your experience with it has been. Because again, this is my biggest piece, and I'm trying to step away from the fact that it's my biggest, and I'm trying to just isolate the direction of the energy, but perhaps I could be doing a better job if it was the same size as the others, if you guys catch my drift. But this is how I feel about Brazilian, and it is my favorite in terms of what resonates with me, because you guys have heard the quotes, the journey, not the destination. Brazilian Phenakite is the embodiment of this. You will find yourself only living in the journey, never even contemplating the fact that there is a destination. And when you arrive at what maybe you would have thought before was the destination, you're just totally blissed out smelling the flowers and you completely forgot why you're there, but you're enjoying it. You know what I mean? So I really like Brazilian Phenakite for this purpose. The next Phenakite energy / location that I want to share with you guys is Nigerian. Okay, so this is Nigerian Phenakite. Now, if you know about crystals and you know about chakras, you're going to notice that this has kind of a yellow hue going on to it. And you'll probably plug in the dots that this could be very useful for manifestation. And let me tell you, this is exactly the path to the top of the mountain that Nigerian Phenakite takes us on. To me, Nigerian Phenakite, again, because they are all the same, they all have this very higher self-connection, highest vibration of any energy I've ever felt, and Nigerian seems to blend this higher crown chakra, like channeling the gods type sensation, with this totally fired up feeling inside of our solar plexus area. So to me, I feel like totally pumped. I feel it's this kind of confident type fired up. And because it blends with this higher self-stimulation, imagine walking around feeling, I wouldn't say sure of yourself, like I'm so sure of myself, but you're feeling very fired up and confident with just like being passionate in a moment while feeling totally open crown chakra wise, like you're channeling all this higher information at the same time. So it's really incredible for manifestation, because not only is it activating the solar plexus and getting this kind of like area flowing and activated, but you're also channeling higher information, which then you're manifesting the higher information. So rather than just thinking about it and feeling it, like with the other Phenokites, Nigerian, you can start to see this higher self manifest itself in the world around you. So if you're more interested in crystals for manifestation and seeing physical examples and echoes of your work with crystals, then Nigerian Phenakite is my recommendation to you. This is Madagascar Phenakite. And as you can see, it's not as clear as the other Phenokites. And I believe that the visual aspects of crystals are an echo of the energy that they carry. So I really do think it has something to do with the difference in energy here and the way that I feel it as well. And what it feels like is that it's much smoother and less kind of aggravated. And I'm not trying to say I feel aggravated by my Phenakite, but the truth is that Phenakite is a very intense energy. It blends well with me because of the way that I am and my own frequency and vibration that I am. I really like this high, crazy rattling stimulation of like crazy dimensional travel and things like this. My Madagascar Phenakite channels this kind of more smooth way about it, where it doesn't feel so intellectually and dimensionally jarring. It feels more like a full body kind of stoned high vibration. So rather than feeling all this energy up here, I feel as though my Madagascar Phenakite brings the energy into my body. How is this different from the etched Burmese that I talked about, though? Well, the difference is that the etched Burmese tends to be doing cellular activation, like you can feel it changing your DNA in the course of your existence, whereas the Madagascar is more like a physical sensation. It's like a very relaxed high energy type feeling. To me, it's the ability to sit back and fully experience the Phenakite presence without being driven by the Phenakite experience. So where my other pieces here, for example, I might express as being this crazy train that comes and it hits you, not like it's killing you, but like it hits you and you're riding the front of the train and it's pushing you along and you're like, holy crap, we're going so fast. Whereas Madagascar Phenakite is more like you are inside the train and you're not feeling all this wind blowing up against you, and you can't really feel the momentum of how quickly you're going because you are in the ecosystem within the train. So that just came out of nowhere. I think that actually made sense. I'm pretty proud of myself for that analogy, metaphor, whatever it was. This is Russian Phenakite, okay? And Russian Phenakite, to me, is the purest form of the vibration of Phenakite. Now, what do I mean by this? I'm not saying that it's the most powerful or the best form of phenakite to get. This is all going to be about what path you want to take. And when you're looking to buy phenakite pieces, by the way, just choose the piece that resonates with you. Don't necessarily base it off the location, but if you want to, you can, because that could be your higher self driving you anyways. Anyways, Russian phenakite is the most pure form in terms of when you're at the base of the hill and you've got all these different trails to lead to the same destination. Putting on Russian phenakite and working with Russian phenakite, to me, is just teleporting to the top of the mountain. Now, you might think that this means I'm saying that it gets you to the destination quicker, that it's going to give you these realizations quicker. That's not what I mean. It's not in that sense. It's just in the sense that the way it feels when you're at the top of the mountain, looking around, it's more pure. So it doesn't have this, to me at least, beautiful feeling. It doesn't have this cellular DNA type feeling. It doesn't have this manifested, fired up type feeling. I actually think I did a pretty good job explaining all of these, guys. Again, I'd love to hear what you say in the comments below about your experiences with phenokites you've worked with. And this being said, do not quote me on the Russian one. I don't think I did a very good job explaining this. It's just hard to explain. But I'm going to leave it at that because clearly I'm struggling right now. And I'll probably think of something like 40 minutes later and go, dang it, that should have been in the video. Phenakite in general is amazing, and it is my absolute favorite crystal, and I love it. And there is no crystal that has continued to expand my consciousness and raise my vibration in the way that phenakite has. So once again, if you have any suggestions for videos that you'd like to see, if you have any questions, I'll probably turn it into a video. I get most of my video ideas from you guys at this point in my video making journey. So keep sharing. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you've made it this far and you have not already. Thank you for watching. Once again, my name's Nathan, and this was a Vibes and Frequencies video, and I will see you in a day from today for my next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.